Hello everyone, welcome back to the Back Post podcast. Today, it's a bit weird. There's been no football on the weekend. It's been a little strange. We didn't really know what to talk about, but there's some things happening still. Chelsea sacked their manager. That was crazy. The Champions League is still coming up. Liverpool are a bit of a mess at the moment. There's still stuff to talk about, so we're going to do that. But there's an elephant in the room. I look like a slob next to you, mate. You're well dressed today.
I mean, I've taken the festive tie off as well. But no, I have a job interview today. We're doing this quickly before then. Who knows? Might go horribly. So
you might have a job.
I have a job. I have a job.
Okay.
We just clarify. I have a job.
Yes.
I'm trying to get a different
You
job.
might have a different job when you see this.
Maybe. Who knows? Anyway.
Sorry, yeah, that's not what
I mean, I've untucked, so it's all good.
Yeah, good.
I like how you said you sacked a manager, but you didn't say you hired a manager. I enjoyed that.
I mean,
Graham Potter is already being eaten alive by these hungry Chelsea fans.
Not even go there. Do not even go there.
But what else we're going to start with? We're going to start with that. We're going to start with. We'll start with the now gone man. Did you have a little cry on his Twitter post yesterday?
Oh, mate, that was just a dagger, wasn't it? Like, so I reacted to it, and there's a video on our channel that me reacting. I was fuming. I had a bit of a breakdown, to be honest. Like, because obviously Chelsea sacked manager. Like, everyone that I know is messaging me either laughing or saying sorry, and like at the same time trying to do work. It was just like it was horrible, but. And then, he posted that thing yesterday where he was just, he's so upset, he's disappointed, he didn't want it to end this way, which is so hard to hear because he didn't deserve it in the slightest. He didn't. We had rubbish, poor form, and people have made the point that, at the back end of last season we didn't have good form, but he did not deserve it for what he did. He's a part of Chelsea's history forever now.
Maybe he's tarnished with that dirty, horrible Russian money now, isn't he? So the new ownership are there, like he defended them, clearly a bad guy.
I mean, I don't think he defended them, did he? I don't think that happened. I think everyone asked him, what do you think? And he was like, I'd rather not talk about that. So let's not tarnish Tuchel
I
with
think
that.
the big thing, the reason Tuchel maybe had to go was this American guy's come in. He's like, yo, let's all do this. Let's invite all the managers he invited all the representatives to the club for a big dinner. He's clearly here. And Tuchel, as good as a coach he is, his one flaw that's been kind of well documented is that if he can't get a tune out of a player, he kind of ostracises them.
Yes, this is true. And
so maybe.
And to be fair, right, when Lampard was sacked and Tuchel came in, my thoughts instantly were Tuchel, like, I don't know much about him, but one thing I do know is his reputation of man management.
Yeah.
And that was always going to be a worry. And obviously he won our hearts over very quickly with the football, with his personality, and of course the trophy. So you kind of forget about that. But that was a worry when we first hired him. That is true. But to be honest, some of those players deserve to be fucked up.
Absolutely.
CX's performance against Thingy was incredibly bad.
We said this. We cannot play. ZH has 1 foot.
Yeah,
we cannot.
So we can't play him. And he still manages to wiggle his way into the side. He should have gone away this summer, but he didn't.
United.
Fuck him. He could have gone. I would have rather him have gone. But anyway, Graham Potter's come in, and I think we both listened to a very interesting thing from The Athletic, and it was kind of basically saying Todd Bowley has been brutal here because he wasn't sure on Tuchel anyway. He wasn't sure on Tuchel. These are the reports that are coming out. He wasn't sure on Tuchel. He was a bit worried about the man management kind of side of things, his erratic nature, and just wanted to act quickly and get it done with.
Yeah.
And
it's the whole. Todd Bowley has been flexing, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's definitely been flexing, and this is another one. This is now his club.
Yeah.
It's a bit like me buying a brand new car, and then like Tuchel kind of feels like the chauffeur that they've got. Oh, this guy used to drive it. And it's like, well, no, I would like to drive my own car now, please. And it doesn't. Yeah. Maybe it doesn't really feel like his club until he gets rid of this last element.
And but I think the manner of the way he's done it is gonna, I don't think many Chelsea fans are happy with Todd Bowley right now because you can't do that to that man. Right, what you should have done.
We can.
What they should have done, what he should have done was either have fucking waited and give him the time or got it done in the summer. That's realistically, if you're not sure, you've made the decision to give him time because that's what he's done by giving him players and doing whatever.
Spending the most in the window.
The most in the window, yeah.
Giving him aubameyang.
Giving him players that he wanted.
Specifically his boy.
His boy. Are you happy to play for Tuchel? Oh, I can't wait. Played 59 minutes, poor guy.
It was 59 bad minutes.
He wasn't great.
It wasn't a good 59 minutes.
Aubameyang, everyone was bad in that game.
Yeah.
You should have either bit the bullet early or waited it out. You decided to wait it out, but then retracted that within one sign of a bad, few games. So I don't know. I think it's a poor decision.
I mean, with that result as well, it's not just Chelsea. Dynamo Zagreb have now beaten every single major club in London: Tottenham, Arsenal, West Ham, Chelsea.
Mate, champions of Croatia, bro.
They do things.
They haven't lost a game in like 20 games.
Not a home game. They haven't lost in.
Oh, is it home game?
I don't know. I know they haven't lost a home game in.
Listen, right, and then we'll move on to Potter because that's enough about Tuchel.
Yeah.
But Potter has come in. I think one of the most exciting managers.
I'm
in
livid.
The
I'm just gonna. I know this is your signing, but I'm just gonna shut you up for a second because I am livid. I love that man. Graham Potter.
No, you can't.
Is such a fucking good manager, and he's such a. When he was at Ostersund's, he made them all put a pantomime on to like bond them all, and like he's
that guy.
Done it the right way, and he's come up Ostersund's, Swansea, followed by Brighton. Brighton playing beautiful football. They must be devastated. What's going to happen to fourth place? Let's not forget Brighton now.
Yeah.
They've lost Cucurella, they've lost Basuma, they've lost Mapai, and now they've lost Potter. And Billmore must also be Billmore. Billy Billmore.
Oh, yeah.
Must be devastated that he's gone.
I know, because he weren't even, like, imagine he was on loan or something. We could have just got him back. Like, no, we've got an option to buy for, like, ridiculous money. No, I know.
But now I have to hate Graham Potter.
Have to hate. And
you know what? I don't think I'll be able to.
Yeah, I mean,
genuinely, this is the most likeable Chelsea will ever be. But the thin silver lining of hope I can hold on to is that you're Chelsea.
Yes.
And if Graham Potter does not hit the ground running, he's such an unfashionable character in the eyes of a lot of your fan base are unhappy from what I've seen. I'm not saying all of them.
No, I'm not. I know you're not saying all of them.
I'm just saying.
I mean, even by saying a lot, I think
a lot of Chelsea fans do like shiny and cool, though.
You're a lot, yes, and that's definitely a younger audience that have only kind of grown up with a lot of success, and I'm one of those. But because I supported the club and then we won everything, but like those fans, yes. But I think you're seeing a lot of anger towards sacking Tuchel, and Potter's going to kind of maybe take a bit of that hit. But to be honest, the second Potter was linked, I was like, Potter, and then we get him, and then he comes, and it's like, that's quite exciting. Like, if this wasn't sacking Tuchel in such a harsh way, I'd be way more excited than I am, because he's one of the most exciting managers in English football. And now my hope, and this is a hope, and I won't say this for facts because I don't know Todd Bowley and what he showed us in however many days, he's not the guy, but I hope now he's gone and got Graham, and Graham's going to build a project, and this is his thing now for the next 5 to 10 years. That's the hope. I mean, obviously you look at his other endeavours in sport, and you look at the Dodgers, and they've got that manager, and he's been there for 7 years, and he's built something, and now they're really successful. That's what I'm hoping for now. And if that's the case, Bowley, fair one, you're trying to do something here. But the way he's treated Tuchel, it's always going to be a little like...
Tell you what I am worried about. And this is a concern. We know that Chelsea managers seem to sort of almost be forced to wear the training wear.
Oh, I really hope not, man.
Graham Potter can't be wearing the
That's
training
a massive
wear.
shout. I really hope not. Oh, God, no. I mean, Tuchel shouldn't have been.
No.
Tuchel shouldn't have. No, mate, honestly.
It's not going to be a good look if
one of the best moments.
Graham's dad physique into a Nike Elite Pro training wear.
One of the best moments was when Frank gave that up and started wearing his polo. So I was like, yes, finally. No, I know. That's a great point. And I think the final point on Chelsea and Potter now, the only thing I am worried about is that this group of players, they will obviously they'll change their down tools a little bit. A lot of them will upset. We've seen this time and time again with these players specifically, but at Chelsea as a whole. That worries me for Potter, because some of these players I think need to go, and some of these new signings already, like Aubameyang is a weird signing who wanted to play for Tuchel. Now Tuchel's not here. Does Graham Potter think he's the guy?
Aubameyang is doomed.
But also Koulibaly. I think like a player like Koulibaly won't last long under Potter. I mean, I think he's a great centre back, but I think
Graham Potter got the best out of Lewis Dunk. I think he's going to be all right with Koulibaly.
Very true, but I am slightly concerned with this group of players. But if I mean, we've already seen that Bowley's ready to spend a lot. So if the next couple of years and the next windows, Graham starts to shift players, get new younger ones in.
Let me put a take on this that I don't like. But you've got young, hungry players like Fofana, Cucurella's young. young. You've got players like Pulisic, who, let's be honest, are not going to get you the goals. But if Potter can turn him into a workhorse and just someone that will continuously die for the team, you'll be fine. As well as, I reckon you'll be seeing a lot more of the Zachariah that you've just signed. I feel like an energetic midfielder, especially, Kante's probably done.
Not done.
You know what I mean? He can only play 4 or 5 world-class games a season.
Yeah.
You will, but Aubameyang, 32, 33?
Yeah, something like that.
Coming to play for Tuchel. Suddenly, Potter's like, all right, lads, we're all going to pull in one direction. We're all going to work hard. Not a chance. If you want to prove me wrong, Aubameyang,
I hope he does.
Feel free, but not a chance.
No, not a chance. No, and that does worry me a lot. And I think as well, structurally, Potter works with this group of players. He plays with the back five. He likes energetic midfielders.
Really
Kovacic,
Cucurella. I wonder if there was an element of like I might be there soon.
Yeah,
maybe.
Don't
go to Cucurella. Don't go to City.
Yeah.
Why not, boss? Trust me.
It just winks at him.
Don't you go to City? I'll see you soon, you little shit.
Yeah, and then of course his first test would have been Fulham, but the Premier League games were postponed, and now his first test is his first Champions League game. I wanted to say that, but I'm not sure. It's got to be, hasn't it?
Yeah, he got Ostersund into the Europa League where they beat Arsenal in an away leg, but unfortunately didn't go through.
Yeah. So first big Champions League game for him against Salzburg. He's had a longer than presumed with the players and a bit of training, which could only be a good thing for
unforeseen
him.
Circumstances.
And yes, and with the new manager bounce that inevitably comes, we should be seeing off this game easy.
I'm not sure you can be like, I know you just lost to Zagreb, but if you manage to beat Salzburg, you can't put it down to a new manager bounce. You need to put it down to your fucking Chelsea.
No,
no, I'm not
point,
having it.
But
I'm not having it.
Have you seen us again? Did you watch? You
I
didn't
did.
watch the game.
I listened to it on the radio. Sorry,
it was so bad.
Josh. I know. I've seen it.
Right.
I've seen Orsic do things horrible things to me.
It's
horrible, man. I hate you.
I felt the way I felt after Sarri would play a game like City or Bournemouth that season. So it can I'll just be happy if we beat them genuinely. And I know that's the minimum against Salzburg for Chelsea. Yeah. But anyway, that's enough about Chelsea. I think it's an interesting time, and we'll see what happens. I'm already ready to write the season off and just try and get top 4 and be like.
Cool.
But then another team struggling at the moment is Liverpool. Or did you want to move to Spurs?
Because this puts us back to Chelsea. Let me have a break.
Okay, fair.
Let's quickly talk about Spurs. Because
great Spurs are.
Yeah, well, we drew to West Ham, and then we went to... where did we play next?
Marseille.
Was there not a game in between there? Oh, dear. Anyway... That doesn't look good, does it? God, football's gone. Who knows? But anyway, I want to talk about the Champions League mainly.
Yeah.
Marseille didn't look great. Always going to struggle in a group like this. I did say it's a group full of good teams that aren't necessarily let's get up for these teams, Marseille, Frankfurt and Sporting. This was always going to happen. We had to rely on Chancel Mbemba doing a very silly thing on Son to get a second yellow. And from then, we almost conceded immediately. Perisic and Davies got into a bit of a mix-up. But then, I don't think I've ever seen Tottenham score headers like that. They were headers. For Richarlison, he's arrived. He's obviously scored an offside goal. He's done a world-class assist for Kane with the outside of his foot. He's shown glimpses of why we've bought this player. And now he's delivered his first 2 knockout blows in Champions League. He went up to Richarlison mum and Richarlison dad and had a little cry.
Best tweet of the year.
Absolutely love that. So much. A lot of players have mocked us for it, but it's nah. You do you. But I do have a little gripe to pick because ESPN tweeted today, Jay. And I've already said this to Jay. That's why he's smiling. ESPN today tweeted, "How stacked is Brazil's attack?" And they featured 6 players. Those 6 players were Antony, Manchester United, Neymar, PSG, Vinicius, Real Madrid, Jesus, Arsenal, Rodrigo, Real Madrid, and Rafinha, Barcelona. Not a mention of their actual starting number 9, Richarlison.
Yeah, who's been the guy so
Jesus
far.
has just been dropped from the squad. Guess who hasn't been dropped from the squad? Richarlison.
No, I know that, and
I'm livid.
That is, I mean, it's annoying because you know how similar to how you're like, I don't know if I can hate Potter. I can't hate Richarlison. I wanted him so badly in the summer. It was out of the 3 Brazilians that we said, Rafinha, Jesus, and Richarlison. I said Richarlison every single time. He's a brilliant player and who brings a lot to your team, and it's annoying that you've got him.
I'll tell you what, shit like that's gonna rile him.
Oh yeah, I mean, you saw what him against when he was at Everton, like posting the bus photo and stuff. I love he got so much stick for that. I love that shit.
I think he's already hit cult hero. Like,
oh, that's big.
No, I think he had. Honestly, I'm obviously about Tottenham Twitter.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
That's just
he's
fast.
Loved and adored already.
But it's just we've already spoke about.
You do some little keepy ups against Nottingham Forest.
Yeah.
But yeah.
He brings that you haven't had that in a while. You had it with Lamella a little bit, but like you haven't.
Did you see him this weekend, by the way?
Who, Lamella?
Yeah.
No.
So they won 3-2. He scored in the first minute, and then he fucking murdered someone for a red card in like the 70th. Still won 3-2, but it's like theirs. I miss him. I miss you, Lamella.
But you've got that bite in the front, you know, because Harry Kane and Son are some of the most incredibly talented, you know, attackers in the league, but now you've got that venomous kind of.
It's just as a front four. As a front four to choose between Kulusevski, Richarlison, Kane, and Son. And this is at the moment, Son should be dropped.
He should,
and that's incredible. And that's such a good thing to say because this is the first time since we've signed Son, which I think has been about 6 or 7 years, where we can drop him.
Yeah.
For some reason, we're not. And I want a word with you, Conte, because the starting front three at the moment should be Kulu,
Richarlison,
Richie, and Hazard.
You've got Sporting next as well, so I think he should. After the last performance, he should start this one.
Yeah, I don't have much to say about that game. We should be winning. They had a pretty good opener against Frankfurt, 3-0. Marcus Edwards, Tottenham Wonderboy. Where's the number 10 for Sporting? I don't normally like to call out YouTubers that are far more successful, bigger and more knowledgeable than us, but James Olcott said that there was no exciting players for Sporting, and he wasn't, and they kind of went, João Polini or whatever his name. Oh no, because he went to Fulham. Anyway, the midfielder at Sporting, who's like, I guess him. And I was like, how dare you? And then Marcus Edwards, what did he do? First goal against Frankfurt, ran the show, most attacking player in the first half. Good job, Marcus.
Suck it, James.
Suck it, James.
I bet he's pissed off right now. I bet he's fuming. And then we'll talk about Liverpool in the Champions League.
Yeah, that's part. Is that not?
No, because with Champions League, then we play because they got battered by Napoli.
Yeah.
And defensively have looked a shambles all season, and somehow have looked worse than Chelsea this season. I'd argue, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, you're above them, aren't you?
We are. I mean, we are above them. But your point,
it really matters. But
no.
What is fun about that is the obvious things. I don't think I've ever seen a worse centre back performance from a professional footballer at that level than Gomez.
Yeah.
Trent. We obviously Trent's well documented.
Yeah.
I think it should have been 7-2. Genuinely, I think that was the chances that were missed. The penalty, the dragging it wide, just some clear-cut Napoli chances.
Yeah.
But my only story about this is at work at the moment, the bar I work at, we have a regular who's a Napoli fan. He wears his Napoli jacket quite a lot. Okay, he wasn't wearing his Napoli jacket the other day. But he came up to the bar and after the game.
Oh, okay.
He came up to the bar and he was just there like... and I was like, yeah, buddy. He goes, yeah.
All good.
You see the game?
What a geezer.
And I was like, yeah, I saw the game. And he was like...
What a fucking guy. My point about the Liverpool thing is, it annoys me a little bit because it's like, Liverpool fans seem, when your team are doing badly and everyone's saying, oh, you shit, your instinct to say, no, we're not. And we kind of, and I understand that, but Liverpool fans are like, yeah, but Henderson normally helps Trent, and that's why Trent's playing bad. But it's like, you can't rely on Henderson to make Trent a better player. Because what happens when Henderson leaves?
Is Trent going to be retires, which is more likely at the moment? Yeah, he wants to go back to Sunderland. I think
when Henderson leaves, what is Trent just going to be a shit player from then on? But he's got the ability to be one of the best. He just needs to be better.
I don't think Liverpool will have good games. They'll play well. Liverpool will not do anything this season. I'm convinced of that. I think the midfield is not strong enough. Arthur has not succeeded at Barcelona. He's not succeeded at Juventus.
That's it. Their recruitment has been bad. Like,
you've got Henderson and Milner over here,
yeah,
and then you've got Harvey Elliott and Carvalho over here, and Curtis Jones, I guess, sits there as well. And
they wanted Tuchel didn't they? And,
Yeah.
And
they
couldn't
did.
get him. And
then Bellingham
they're set on Jude Bellingham, but he might not go there.
I think the thing is, Liverpool's season will stabilise.
Yeah,
if
of course.
Thiago sits back in that midfield.
Yeah.
But the issue is with Thiago, even if he comes back for 2 weeks, I think he's one of those players that week in, week out, you're still watching going, oh, this could be the game he gets injured again, because his injury record's not great.
It's like
and
Kante.
if he has to then play in order for them to be good, he then has to play more games, therefore increasing the likelihood of an injury. And James Milner looked like he was drowning against Napoli.
He really did.
And that's no disrespect to him. The man's 45.
But you know what it is? It's not even like a fitness thing for Milner, because we all know his fitness is great. Like,
but
it's not.
He's not. He's
it's match sharpness, and it's not fitness. It's
he's not Ronaldo, is he?
No, obviously, but
Like-
but he's a fucking
Still
freak.
He's still James Milner. He's still the player I think I've hated most ever in an England shirt. Hated him. I'm sorry, James Milner. You've had a good career.
Not Sol Campbell.
Well, that's different, Jay.
Fair. No, fair. Okay, and I guess that's enough on Liverpool now. We're going to talk a bit more about
That's
them in
enough on
part 2.
part 1.
Yeah, because we're done with part 1, but in part 2, we think Premier League is coming back next weekend, so...
This is all part 2 stuff. This is why we're going to start part... Shut up, Jay!
I'm leading into part 2, bro.
Welcome back to part 2, and as we've already said, this one's a bit of a weird one, because is the Premier League football going to happen? It already has been cancelled. Not going to go into whether we agree or disagree with that decision. We're just not going to go into it, all right? Because we're gonna stay on the middle. Who knows what we think? It's fine. But no,
You're doing so well staying on the middle.
The fixture list is packed, Jay. There's simply no fucking room. We have a World Cup in the winter. What are we doing? But don't worry. Like, Tottenham will still play Sporting. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to talk about the football. Quickly, there is a chance that this weekend's football is cancelled, and the next game of Premier League football we all see is the North London derby. So we're not going to talk about that, because that would be weird. Also, I'm on holiday the week before that. I'm back a day before it, so probably not going to be able to get anything out. Jay's going to hopefully do something for that. But yeah, it's a confusing one. But we're going to just now forget about everything I've just said, and we're going to pretend that the football's happening as normal. Jay, Chelsea, struggling Chelsea, as we've discussed, are playing a struggling Liverpool.
Great time to play each other, really, isn't it? It's
it's not a great time to play each other if you're both out of form.
That's great, isn't it?
Just chaos.
Just chaos.
Yeah.
And I think we thrive in chaos a little bit. So, yeah, I mean, the only other big game we've had this season so far, like big games in terms of big teams, was against Tottenham, and we played really well against Tottenham.
Because you always do.
No, like, you can't keep saying that. You're a great team.
You haters.
You're a great team.
No, but you get up. Is there a game you get up for more?
For me personally,
For Chelsea Football Club.
Arsenal. I think Arsenal. We get like some of the away games at
last season,
Arsenal.
did
Yeah, no, that was embarrassing. But like under Frank, we were shit, and then
Didn't
we'd
in
slap
pre-season.
up Arsenal. Don't bring up pre-season, Josh. Come on, don't do that. No, okay, but we played a good team in Tottenham, and we got up for that. I think Liverpool in the past couple of seasons have not got the better of us, other than a few penalty kicks that have won them the trophies, which obviously is the main thing and what people will look at. But in those games, for all of those minutes, like including extra time, neither team were better than each other. Liverpool last year were on for a quadruple, Josh. So I think I'm not actually too worried about this game.
Let me ask you a question.
Go for it.
Is Kovacic fit?
He is, yes.
I think that swings it then.
I think
in
really
that
does.
midfield, if you've got Zakaria, Kante's not fit, is he?
No.
Zakaria and Kovacic.
Yeah.
Hopefully not Jorginho. Hopefully for me, but
yeah, no.
I think Sterling has now even got to that stage where now that he's joined Chelsea, Liverpool's fans' piss must be even more boiled at just his existence.
Yeah, because
So
obviously
there's a good
City's
narrative
one
there.
thing, but then Chelsea's another thing.
Yeah,
Innit?
there's a good narrative there for Sterling
that's
to
fine.
win that game.
Sterling's a stressful one to watch, though.
Oh, yeah.
I think a lot of Chelsea fans are loving him, and rightfully so. He scored the most goals so far for us, I think, this season.
I mean, that just that one goal against whoever it was.
The little but he
biffer.
should be scoring more. He could have scored more by now, but we know that about Sterling anyway.
Yeah.
I think the Salzburg game coming up as well will show us a fair bit about what Potter will want. Maybe even going into that Liverpool game, he's a smart guy, so maybe we will see that Zakaria in midfield alongside Kovacic as a nice double double pivot. So it'll be nice to see that, and I think it'll be interesting to see if Chilwell plays or not, because Chilwell is the kind of he was amazing for us against West Ham, and he's an incredible left back. But we got Cucurella, and we know Potter. So I think it's just really interesting now to see what Potter's kind of plan is going forward. I think you're right. I think Kovacic being fit is a big one, because I think our midfield will be better than theirs, especially, they're struggling in that aspect at the moment.
And defensively as well, like if they've still got Matip injured, if they've still got Konate injured, if they do have to rely on Gomez.
And even even Van Dijk hasn't looked good.
Yeah. So
absolutely.
he gave away that pen, the awful pen. But just in bodies as well. They've got Van Dijk and Gomez. You've got Koulibaly, Silva, Fofana. But you kind of half forgot about Fofana, didn't you?
Mate, he's great, isn't he?
I love Fofana. He's a little rat though.
Yeah.
He forced his way out of Saint Etienne, refused to train to come to Leicester, then did the exact same. Soon as Barcelona come and knock him.
Yeah, I'm gonna hate him. He's gonna be sat there like, I'm not moving. Yeah, no.
I am moving.
No.
What do you mean you're not moving? I don't know. I'm confused.
I'm not playing. I'm moving. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, no, for sure. But yeah, you're right. I keep forgetting about him. I've not had time to accept.
You know why you've forgotten about this? Because you've signed a lot of players, and as far as I'm concerned, correct me if I'm wrong here, the number 2 is free.
Yes.
The number 3 is free.
Yes.
And the number 4 is free.
Yes.
And you've given Fofana 33. You've given Cucurella 32. James has kept 24. Just Chilwell's 21.
Koulibaly's 26.
Koulibaly's 26. What are you doing?
It's wild, isn't
There's so many defensive numbers free, and
that's mad. I don't even deep that.
This is the kind of thing.
That's the thing.
This is the kind of thing. These transfers come in and they go, "Fuck, we'd like to introduce you to our number 33," and I'm sat there going, "What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing?"
God, I can't. I'm not looking forward to editing that moment. But yeah, the only thing that obviously does worry me is Liverpool. It's still Liverpool. They still have like Salah, Firmino started pretty nicely, Jota, Diaz. They can still hurt us, especially if we say we are dominating the ball more than them.
I'm saying 2-2 all over this.
And they just attack us with a Salah. Like, that, what's his name? What's his name?
I don't know who.
Orsic from
Zagreb.
Yeah. That guy devastated us.
Yeah,
and he's half the player.
He is pure pacing. Because Salah's fast, but
no,
Orsic is fucking
but
pacing.
do you know what I mean? If they can do that on the counter attack, Liverpool can. So yeah, you're right. 2-2 is probably like a chaotic 2-2. I can see that, but I hope we will pip them maybe like a 2-1 or something.
You hope that, do you?
You
hope that your team win a game of football.
It's a mad take, but yes,
weird.
that is how I feel. And then other than that, Josh,
I mean, we've got Leicester.
You've got Leicester?
Maybe. We might not. But, yeah, and then this is obviously the perfect time to face Leicester. You've always got that worry in the Premier League when you're facing a team that haven't won their first 5 or 6.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, this is the game.
You just sometimes you could just feel it.
Yeah, they're like, good evening, Jamie Vardy. You've come to play, have you finally? Sorry about the truck there. I'm pretty sure you can hear that. But, so yeah, there's always that threat. But let's take things as they have. They've lost Fofana. They don't look good. Brendan Rodgers, for me, looks like he has to be the next manager to go.
Tuchel went before Rodgers.
That is mental. That is, when you say it like
Tuchel went before Lampard and Gerrard, bro.
I think this game has 2-1 written all over it. Tottenham taking a 2-0 lead, and then who else but Harvey Barnes?
Yeah,
dragging one back. That's what I think is going to happen.
And
there's not really much more.
Then they get an equaliser, and then it's ruled out for VAR.
I am concerned about the fact that again, if Vardy plays, oh my God, this is going to be the game where Vardy hits form. If Vardy doesn't play, it's a dynamic attacking Daka and Iheanacho, and I don't particularly like that. But it's fine. It's absolutely fine. And I'm ready and I'm excited unless it doesn't happen.
Good. And then other than that, there's a few games. Wolves versus City. City, not the dominant
what do you want
team.
To say to that? What do you want me to say about that?
You've got United versus
Haaland
Leeds.
v Costa, even though there's absolutely no chance Costa will play that game.
Costa's back
Costa
in the
probably
Prem.
will play 3 games towards January and then leave.
Let's go. Costa's back in the Prem.
He hasn't played for 6 months.
I would swap Aubameyang for Costa.
No, you wouldn't.
I would, I swear. I absolutely would, even if he only played 2 games.
Just, okay. Okay, would you? Okay.
I want that.
Good.
I think we're done then, aren't we? I think we're done. On that note, we're done. There's nothing else you want to add, no?
No, I don't think so.
I think it's a weird one, but thank you for watching and listening. We really do appreciate you sticking with us. Like you said, we've got some stuff with the North London derby coming up. We'll get an Arsenal fan in for that as well, so Josh will be in a little bit more pain than me giving it to him. But thanks for watching as always, and as always, tell your father.
Tell your dad. We're going to slap Arsenal.
Come on, England.